very important thing that we need to use our brain, our unit to use our intelligence. For example, when you see the sky, you try to think about it. When you see yourself, you try to think about it. When you see anything going on, the sun comes and moon comes and the day comes and the night comes, and we can see there are children born every day, hundreds of thousands of children born every day perfectly. And you can look at yourself, and these all things are the signs of Allah. These all things what? They are the signs of Allah, and that can increase our iman in Allah. For example, when you see yourself, you start with your head. When you look at in your brain, there are 100 billion neurons. How many? 100 billion neurons means 100 billion, not million, billion electric points. It's in the brain. And this electronics, this is connected to your body with the wiring. This wiring are the veins. So, example, when you touch something, so there is a wiring going to the brain. Your skin sensor will give signal to the brain. And your brain will say you are touching very hot, you are touching very cold, you are touching very dangerous, you are touching very safe, you are touching very loving. You touch something is very caring. You will get the signal. You see somebody, it's not your eyes are seeing actually. At the back of your brain there is a screen. And that screen, the brain will interpret what are you seeing. Example, if your brain is sira, in Tagalog called sira ulo. What's the meaning sira ulo? Sira means damage and ulo means head. Your head is already damaged. So you will not interpret properly. For example, you see somebody but you think somebody else. You see somebody but you say, oh, this is the president of the Philippines. But he's not the president of the Philippines, he's somebody else. But because your brain is making wrong interpretation because it's already damaged. So everything is connected to our brain, to our body, everything. You test something, the signal will go to brain and immediately brain will interpret it is sweet, it is sour, it is bitter, it is good, it is bad taste. So that is going on 24 hours. This 100 billion connections of our brain is connected to our body 24 hours. If you think about it, who make this one? Not me, myself, not my parents, not anybody, no factory. Who made this connection, my brain to my body? That's Allah, who make these perfect connections. He's a perfect creator. He's a perfect artist. He's a perfect designer. You see your eyes, beautiful eyes, Allah make it, and then there is a connection to the brain. You nose, you smell something, this connected to the brain. When you speak something, it's connected to your brain. When you taste something, it's connected to your brain. When you hear something, connected to your brain. Your heart, when you pump, is also connected to your brain. Heart is pumping the blood. You know how many gallons? 2,000 gallons per day, pumping to whole body. Every cell of our body, we have 100 trillion cells. It needs oxygen, and the blood supply the oxygen through heart pumping. So 100 trillion cells are continuously getting supply of blood. And who make this system? Allah. You can go on this all our body perfectly. You can look, the sun is giving light and heat every day. If we need to buy this heat and energy every day, the money of the world cannot enough for the 1 day heat of the sun. It will be in trillions of dollars. And we are getting it for free. The fish from the sea, Allah created that much fish. Every day we get the fish, millions of tons, it's not finishing. Every day we use millions of tons of water, it's not finishing. It's coming from the sky continuously. Allah make the system. The water evaporate, goes up, and then Allah make the clouds to move and then to bring down the rain to us wherever He like. And then He can also store some of the water with the glaciers, with the ice in the mountains, and it will melt slowly in the summer, and it will becomes river. So this all is perfectly system. Example, if the sun come near, we will all burn. If the sun get far, we all will freeze. So who make this perfect distance? Who make the sun to set every day on time and sunrise every day on time? If you think this all, then you will get more and more strong belief in Allah, that Allah is the one who create all this and He is maintaining all this. And He is protecting us and all of this system. That's the way can have more and more faith in Allah. For example, our earth, there is a bombardment of dangerous things from the universe, and our earth is protected with the 7 layers. Otherwise, we can finish in 1 second. So these are the signs of Allah. More you ponder, more you think about the creation of Allah, the more you get more and more strong belief in Creator Allah. May Allah guide us. Ameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.